three very, very important rights. Number one, it gives you the rights of what's called rebuttable presumption that you are the owner, which means that if you actually register this in a timely manner, and then I rip you off like a year and a half later, they're going to presume that you're the original guy because you registered before me, right? Number two, or before I infringed. Number two, it gives you the right to sue in a court of law. If you're not registered, you cannot sue in a court of law. So you want to actually be registered. And then third, it gives you the rights, which is a little technical, of actual and statutory damages. So statutory damages is a predetermined sort of fine that the judge can impose on the infringer, and actual damages are a little bit more difficult. You have to actually prove precisely what they had stolen, which is hard to do. As soon as you're actually going to get your music out there, as soon as you're going to put it up on SoundCloud and let people like start doing stuff with it, register it, man. It's only $35 to do.
You send the whole file?
Yeah, you could send the file. You can also, if you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can still do the old school paper registration, download the forms, and then send it in with a deposit copy of your work. So that's another way to do it as well. It's quicker to do it online. And it's really simple. And if you want, you can register like 10 songs under what's called a collection of works. So pick one title. You can even do your album title and then register 10 songs under that. But when you do that, all of the songs have to be by the same authors. So if it's just you, you can register all your 10 songs. If there's one that you and I wrote, that one can't be in the collection of works because now it's a different author.
What if it has features or like someone else in the song?
Yeah, as long as they didn't actually, they're not claiming ownership in it. But if you like feature someone that comes and raps on it or sings on it, whatever. Yep. Okay. Yep.
Is that
absolutely.
$35 with BMI?
I'm sorry?
Is that $35 with BMI?
No, BMI is something completely different, and people often confuse registration with the Copyright Office with registration with BMI, CSAC, and ASCAP. So you are also registering your song with BMI, CSAC, and ASCAP, but you're doing it in a different way. If I become a member of ASCAP, I need to let them know, that I own the song and what percentage of the song I own. So it's a different type of registration, but it's not the same as registering with the Copyright Office in Washington, D.C. Copyright Office in Washington, D.C. essentially makes a public notice that you're the owner of a copyright. And you have an exclusive bundle of rights under copyright law. Registering with ASCAP, BMI, and CSAC basically is, affiliating with a company that's going to collect the performances, the public performances of your song on radio, on television, in certain venues. So you're just registering it. They're going to make sure that when it's played out there in the world, the money's going to be collected and you're going to get paid. So it's two different things.
So if, for example, I sign up with like TuneCore Publishing, do they do that on behalf of the artist?
Yeah, TuneCore's got these new agreements now because TuneCore has like an audience of you guys. They have the DIY and indie artists that are coming up. And what they do is they're doing this to provide an extra benefit for you to join them, right? It's a service. It's like saying, hey, come to us. We'll get you on iTunes. We'll get you on the streaming sites. But guess what? We're also going to take care of business for you, too. We're going to actually register you with ASCAP, BMI, or CSAC. We're going to actually help make sure that your royalties are collected properly. So CD Baby does the same thing as well. Yeah.